Okay, I couldn't react to this earlier because I was busy, so now that I'm feeling a bit more perked up.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
New.
All right, then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chioria Boutique.
Hey,
Huh.
Navia.
Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line?
Yeah, this is Chioria Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3
I really hope
special
that
program.
Furina's involved. I know that it's not going to be story, but come on, man.
As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Yay!
Camera operator, that can be a pretty
Yeah!
technical job. Are you really up to it?
Cats!
Wait, you put no thought into finding
Our
a good camera
girl.
angle, and the characters
Yeah,
wanted in the shots.
Furina.
10 positions, everyone!
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss.
Nice
of
sunglasses.
Spina di Rosula. Hey there!
Love this cat. Did she just shoot bullets out of her umbrella?
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
Oh my god, okay, fair, funny. Let's go.
Alright,
Hey, I
cameras will
go.
start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Furina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting
Love
so
that.
the actors can get their makeup done. Extras, go over your positions.
Why is...
Camera ready. Get
Okay,
the
you're
clock
new.
aboard. Actors to your position. Lights, camera, action.
Enough, villain! Pay for the death of our mother!
Why is...
You're just as naive as her.
Why are
You
both of the
really think
Kamisato
2
siblings
muskets
here?
would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
Interesting music change, sweet.
Drop your weapons. Justice prevail.
Rest in pieces. Enjoy Ursia Blade.
Not bad. The
Hey, our
actors' emotions
girl.
were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
We know this girl is canonically quite strict with her quality of
Did you
films.
really think you'd get away?
Shavras.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Well, bye.
Excellent.
Wait,
That
what?
was Beyond mesmerizing. Let's make
Is
a
that
little
a
mix
Oscar
of
Emmy
serious
with
waves
first
of
laws on it?
Fontaine.
Love that.
The kind of waves.
Hey! Oh, look at her in the
good
back.
kind of waves.
Still, that new character. Okay. I still need to redeem codes. Hey! Seeing Furina in her element makes me so happy. So weird though. Why are Yato and Ayaka here? Meanwhile, Chiori was her name, right? And she kind of almost has an Inazuman style of fashion. But she's got a store in Fontaine, so what's the context behind her? I'm so glad that they're showing Furina so much in her element. She actually gets to have some fun. Paimon with the... God damn it. Well, at the very least, they're finally making use of Ayaka's outfit and making sense of why she has it.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Shavras.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? You can sing a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business. Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique. So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already
Indeed.
saw in the trailer, Navia and Shavras will be our new playable characters.
Yay! I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout.
Yes,
Fontaine
good girl.
Conquest.
Skip, though.
Who is Shavras?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Shavras before in their voice lines, but Shavras will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting!
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait,
Oh.
Erica, that was actually a really natural-sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer.
If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your
Bloody
own two hands.
axe. Let's go.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the
It's
sun.
a gun.
On the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once. Just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill,
I need this in real
Navia's
life.
normal charge and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia
Interesting.
will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which
Okay, so
unleashes
she's a
massive
character who
bombardment
actually
on
wants
opponents in
other
front of her,
elemental characters on her
periodically
team.
dealing
She wants to be the
geo-elemental damage.
only Geo
I should
character.
also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like it
Yeah,
would
I
be.
I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
I As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Poor
Oh,
Navia.
Definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves.
Oh.
Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become
Hey.
available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to
Makes
address.
sense.
If you're
Still
curious
interested
about
in
how
what's
Navia
going
and her
on with
crew are going to
Furina
proceed,
being a
then
director.
be
I
sure to
want
check
it.
out.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevreuse to be in the spotlight. Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't wait to learn more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay, how should I introduce her? First off, Chevreuse is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontaine organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevreuse is actually really easy to get along with outside of work.
Oh, fair.
Pistos are just the best snack. Easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces.
Okay, she really is chill. Sweet.
Warning. Hands where I can see them.
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation.
I want all that
love
food.
That she loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the Special Patrol, though, right?
Oh
I
well.
guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevreuse's work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to release
Hell
some stress.
yeah.
She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In
Ah!
fact, she trains more than any other member of the Special Patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow.
Well, she's the
okay,
captain,
got some
so
willpower.
setting the example.
That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevreuse took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it
Nice.
looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
For sure. Chevreuse and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevreuse uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill, Chevreuse will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevreuse fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa.
Her posture
I
just
noticed
then,
that Chevreuse
when
has
she actually
bullet-like
retracts
markings
the
around her
weapon
during
away,
combat.
she actually
Does she
raises
shoot a
it
special
almost
type of
in
ammo?
a
That's right. Chevreuse obtains an
Oh, how do I
overcharged
explain?
ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevreuse's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all Pyro and Electro characters.
It's
in the
unlikely
party.
I'm gonna see this
okay,
girl,
so that's
unfortunately,
where the
because
name
I have no
Overcharged
reason to
Ball
pull
comes
on the
from.
banners
Shovers
in this
actually
patch.
came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She
Siv.
was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies.
That's
That
what they
kind of
do.
logic resonated with her, I guess.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
they
guess
do
she
that
has
in
a
certain
point.
countries when
I
it comes
should
to their
also mention
weapons.
what happens if Shovers is paired with all Pyro and Electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's Pyro and Electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so
Okay.
it seems like Shovers could really shine in an overload team comp. But
Of course.
I also did notice that Shovers isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat.
Well,
Okay,
close
honestly,
range.
if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for
Muskets
sure.
are actually very
Most
slow
people
to
who have
use.
something to hide
Old
avoid her
guns
like
take
their lives
ages.
depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Shovres trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Shovres is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Nah,
Oh, I love that.
These two new characters are great.
look
Both
at
of them would be great
Furina.
in our commercial.
Gimme.
It's so hard to choose.
I know.
I need
And I will make
context.
this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that
Yeah,
travelers can look
okay.
forward to in version 4.3. The candidate pool for
Probably
the lead
skip.
role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh,
my
no.
Oh.
In the first half of version 4.3,
Okay,
travelers
yeah,
can look
makes
forward to
sense
event
since we
wishes
saw
for
her
Navia
appear.
and Ayaka. A new 5-star Claymore, Verdict,
Badass
will also be featured
looking.
in the weapon event wish.
In the
Verdict.
second half
Hell.
of version 4.3,
Oh
we'll
no.
have returning event wishes from the
Oh,
Riding
hi,
Shogun
eh.
and Mia. During this time, Chevres will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Yay.
Be sure to check them out if you're
Jesus.
interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also
Why
look forward
it?
to two
Not that I'm
artifacts
complaining,
in
but
version
why?
4.3. Songs of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers in the
Ooh,
Echoing Woods.
pretty
Be sure to keep
second
an eye on
set.
future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for our first break. We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right, for sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chioriya Boutique and will return shortly.
Oh, look at her. It makes me sad to see her followed by two people that aren't Silver and Malus. Oof. Oh well. May as well skip ahead.
Options for the Chioriya Boutique.
Ooh,
commercial.
free sword.
But the content of the commercial is also
You
important,
see-
right? Do you have any ideas?
Looks like sellotape.
If we're making a commercial for Chioriya Boutique, then how about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Oh,
Yeah!
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for version 4.3.
What?
Let's go.
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested
some
that
reason.
they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chioriya Boutique
Oh, she's-
is your one-stop shop for the
Oh,
latest
okay,
and
that
most
makes more
influential
sense.
fashion in Fontaine.
Then why
That is
Fontaine?
right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So
Fontanalia,
exciting.
okay.
Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Hell yeah.
The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights. According to the myths,
Okay.
they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the
Oh,
most important
okay.
festivals in Fontaine. Like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Sweet.
So exciting.
Hmm.
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year. And during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Furina Award by the association.
Furina
Well,
what?
we can see Furina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, Does this mean that there's a chance that Furina might win the Furina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what
Entertaining.
Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or
Hey.
how Furina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes
Sweet.
available.
Farina's gonna get a statue of herself as a reward.
Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontenay
Okay, so
Film
the statue's
Festival.
based on her then.
Travelers have
Neat.
so much more to be excited
Makes
about.
sense.
Travelers will
Performing
also have
arts.
the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each
Let's
one will have a
go.
different theme.
Ooh. So cool. The first activity booth is the 1000-pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone. In this activity, travelers will use the
Mouthful.
special security and surveillance patrol simulation device to practice targeting
Poor Hurley Shells!
opponents.
Yep.
Ooh.
The special
Yeah,
patrol
let's
wanted
kill the
public to
Carnarians,
experience how
because
fun
that's how it
target
should
practice
go.
can be.
And the second activity booth is called Trick Shots Tricky Lights. In this activity, travelers will use the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene. Take
Interesting.
advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool.
Oh.
Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth.
Oh
She
god,
needs some
okay.
help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases
They
after
look
those
like some.
stabilization mecha balls.
Oh,
Okay, I bet that contract
Oh,
employee can
look
relate
at
since she's
them.
being chased down by that client.
Totally.
that design is
Stabilization
super
mecha balls
cute.
seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers
Oh
by
my god,
moving
there's
in the
bigger
opposite
ones.
direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball.
Oh god, you can
Travelers in
face
co-op
other
matches will
people.
have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth activity booth is called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool! We get to make a movie! That's awesome.
Cute!
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontainian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka and
sunglasses.
Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3.
Yeah, we
Cookie
saw
Shinobu
Yoimiya.
just arrived in Liyue
Oh.
for her class reunion.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Ito decided
God.
to tag along as the boss of the Arataki gang.
That is not a
And
good
He
thing.
brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely very Ito.
Right, for sure. And there was also a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battled against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the last beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems
Oh,
like the two of
God.
them have met a mysterious new beetle battle master.
Chaos.
What?
Okay.
Who is it? Tell us.
Tell us, tell us,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event.
Ah.
Aside from meeting this mysterious new beetle battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto
Imagine
to use
people who
guard
wish
to
for
defend
visions
against
seeing
electro
this.
bullets
They're
and
just
jet
like, the
stream
bugs
attacks.
can use
Make use of
elemental
movement,
powers, but I
charge, and guard
can't.
strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh, trial of the strong. Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontaine
Hey!
countryside. That's
Wait,
right.
that's new.
Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought
It's got
his
water
treasure
in it
map
as well.
and treasure-seeking Sealy along with him.
Mini Sealy, brilliant.
Our
Oh,
mini
look
Sealy
at it!
friend is
It's surrounded by a
back!
bubble.
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map.
Well, I
In
guess I know
return,
what I'm
The
getting.
Sealy will guide us to the locations
Cute.
of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
there's
you.
only two.
In
Other
this
than this
iteration
Sealy,
of the
there's
Lost Riches
only
event,
two
a
other
new
things in the
mini-Sealy
game
named
that can
Brilliance
follow
will be
you
available.
underwater.
This new mini
which
Sealy
is
can travel underwater.
The little lock folk you can get and
Treasure isn't
the
the only thing that you'll
anniversary
discover in Fontaine's countryside.
little squid.
You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the
Okay.
Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character
Okay.
can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After
That's
you
annoying.
complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3.
Oh.
That's right. It's
Hey!
Levin.
Free Chris. Well, free
Yay!
primos.
And if Lieben is around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for primo gems again.
Yes. We appreciate Levin.
Okay, so it looks like Lieben isn't the only old
So,
friend we'll be reunited with in version
Genius
4.3.
invocation cards, please.
Several familiar faces
Yeah!
will be joining the Genius Invocation
Look at the
TCG.
Dvalin!
After this update, travelers will have the
Oh,
opportunity
God,
to challenge
Signora.
characters around Fontaine.
Oh no,
A
we're
new
gonna
Fontaine
see
themed
some
table
thirsty
customization will
people
also be
appear.
available.
I'm so excited
Hey,
to see
more
players
people to
challenge
face,
some
finally.
scenes.
I know, so exciting.
Hmm.
Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new cards, including 6 new character cards. Plus, 5 new
Dvalin,
monster
look
cards,
at him!
such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha, will be obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges.
Give me
But
Dvalin, man.
that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and there will be
Well,
an
guess I
update
need
to
to
the heated battle
farm.
mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's
Sweet.
TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation
Oh.
TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024.
What?
Travelers can look forward to some friendly competition between 16 of the top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow the
Let's
Astro
see if
Carnival
all
X
of them
or
are
Twitter
using
account to stay up to date on the
either
latest news
Noel
about this
Comp
epic
or
showdown.
Wanderer Comp.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting.
Mhm.
Well, hang on to that feeling.
Noel
because we're
being the
taking a
most
short break
annoying
to look
to
at the next
face.
group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing more exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Hey, skip. Okay, that's really cool. Look at it. Hell yeah. Oh, was that something about server system
back,
optimization?
travelers. We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our
Hey.
let's dive into the system optimizations that the project team has prepared for version 4.3.
I saw a list of
First,
these
we have some
before. I'm
artifact-related
pretty sure in
optimizations to
Hoyo Lab.
introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts. After the version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact
I have an
set
issue about
recommendations for a
something.
given character.
I
See
agree
what
with
artifact
this,
sets
but the
active
thing that I
players
do
have
have
been choosing
issues
for that
with
character
is
recently.
That's cool.
people who play Honkai
In
Star Rail
addition,
will know
an
about
automatic
this.
locking function
When
has been
you
added.
go into the
Now, when
artifact
filtering
option, you have
artifacts in
the
your inventory, you
selection
can lock
option
the
to
artifacts
salvage
that fit
things,
your
and it
filter
turns into an
specifications
object
in
that you can then
batches. With
use
the
to
automatic
enhance
locking
other
function, newly
other
acquired
relics.
artifacts that
That
fit
is
your
not the
locking
case with this
criteria
game.
will
If you
automatically
try
be
and
locked when added to
destroy
your
relics,
inventory.
well,
Oh,
artifacts
that's
that you
awesome.
don't want to
Travelers
use,
can have up to
that are
2
taking up
preset
too much
auto-lock
space,
scans for each
you
artifact set.
lose that experience that you
Travelers
could
can choose their
sacrifice
own or
them to
follow the
other
recommended
artifacts
settings
for.
summarized for
I
active
want
player
an
data.
item that they
Since it
can
may take some time to
salvage
collect the necessary
artifacts into.
statistics, new artifact sets will not feature
Same goes for
recommended locking
weapons.
settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials.
Appreciate this change
An
massively.
enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the
Yes,
lookout
they will.
for future announcements to learn more.
The project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Ooh.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers.
Approve.
When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome. As a new player using a few 1- and 2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Totally. This new optimization significantly reduces the amount of pop-up windows that we have to click through, so travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the
Can they
entrance
make
of the
it
domain.
so, like in
This
Star
month, they'll
Rail,
have to run
you
all
can
the way to the
re-challenge
center
the
to start
same
challenge.
weekly
But after this update,
instead
travelers
of
who
doing
choose
3
to
completely
continue in a
different
domain
ones because
challenge
it's
will
not
load
helpful
right
for
next to
building
the area
characters.
where
It
you
makes it
actually
so
start fighting,
getting
which is
talents to
amazing.
level 10
So happy
is
farming,
even
everyone.
takes
Ooh.
weeks extra
This
than
should
it
make it
would.
way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the Chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests.
Oh.
Instead,
That
travelers
doesn't
can
help
speak
me.
directly to the
I'm
miner
happy
who
for the
issued
people it does,
commission
though.
to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon quests.
So cool. So that'll make it significantly easier for new or lapsed players to access the Archon quest and claim those sweet, sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This will allow travelers to claim expedition rewards
Good
and
change.
repeat expeditions with a single click. Travelers will also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this update. For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style
Yeah!
added to the Serenity Pot.
And
You
it's
can
easy to
purchase the
get.
corresponding items from Tubby.
I love this. Oh my
it's
god,
like
it's so
an
pretty.
aquarium.
I know, right?
Please let me put
Travelers
fish
can
around.
use
Oh, you
ocean
can actually
currents to
swim in it.
travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands even have ponds that travelers can use to keep fish.
I love that.
Cool
Thank you.
underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Well, I know where I'm
And they'll be
making
even
my main
prettier
hub
once
now.
travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm so excited to see
That
what they
house
can
is
come up with.
pretty.
Especially my friend's teapots.
My
You just
teapot.
want to copy their designs, don't you?
I restrict that.
Maybe.
Look how pretty the house
I knew
is,
it.
and look how pretty
I
the
have another
area
piece
is.
of super
Finally.
exciting news to share with everyone.
Go
I mean, I
on.
know, right? The annual
Hey!
Genshin World online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon. Yay! I heard this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an entirely new way. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
Hey. Oh. The silence is awkward. Okay, the flute normally isn't heard. So have they added instruments in? Or if they are heard, they're very quiet. Look at the things in the clouds, hell yeah. Oh, you saw Aoife there with Paimon. That's super cute.
The 2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa,
Hey!
So we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album, Stellar
Please have
Moments
Furinas in
Volume
it.
4. The
Please.
album will feature 26 character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Please.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhaitham and Wanderer's OSTs.
Yep, and Furina's song too.
Yeah!
All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Yes,
That's
good.
awesome.
Finally. Need
Okay,
all
well,
the world's a
that's all
stage.
the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close. Aww.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chiorio Boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The
What?
special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I can't wait
Yay.
for all of you to meet Chevres.
Ah, totally. I
Mhm,
feel
mhm.
exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action.
Yeah.
And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
They
Yes.
are so cute.
So
Oh
cute.
my goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little
Mhm.
movie. I love it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I am just so glad that the 3 of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so
Oh,
much
me
fun.
too. Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you
Hey.
later. Bye.
Loved that. What the hell? Hey, look at that guy. That's cool.